Last matter about Nwosu. I mean, I support Buala. He who alleges must prove. It's not just a case of coming out to say that some people try to offer you positions, which I think happens during politicking, but you should also be able to prove. Probably if Nwosu gets the fact out and we see for ourselves that overtures were actually made for him to get 3 ministerial positions, then we can probably see it. But it's not out of place, with due respect, where people promise people political positions.
Just my people, I see the halt, it don't happen, no. Rufai, he don't fire APC, and he doesn't fire this man, they call Nwosu. We talk say APC don't offer us some ministerial slots just for to dump ADC, cripple ADC. Now he doesn't they talk about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and say they find the northern favor. Just watch, share, and drop your thoughts in the comment section.
We have heard it and we have seen it happen many times in this country. But on this, until he proves it and he shows us those that reached out to him, we will not see more. Thirdly, this talk about President Tinubu, trying to win the North. I have just some ground rules. The truth has to be said. See, if you have invested in the North should not feel disgruntled. So this perception of after 2 years, you are using every forum to pitch to the North again that overwhelmingly supported you, is akin to a man that doesn't trust his base. Because if you want to look at it empirically, the North gave President Tinubu a lot of votes. In fact, the North aided President Tinubu to win. So what has happened along the line? So Mr. Bagudu constantly going to say, we have done this, we have increased allocation to the states. States like Kaduna even got more money. The other part of the story Mr. Bagudu forgets is that number one, the allocation increased because of the devaluation also of the currency. And when you prorate for inflation terms, 12 billion as at 2023 and 42 billion as at 2025, the value of 12 billion as at 2023, when you prorate for inflation, is almost at the cost of the 42 billion today. So when you look at it, this so-called more money, does it really translate to more money? Because I've also had a chance to speak with some state governors. I'll say the cost of those road projects have also increased. The cost of doing infrastructure in the state have also increased. And these were part of the things promised from the subsidy removal. So because we're so quick to argue this, make this argument, and the question is, can we compare in dollar terms the value of the 12 billion in 2023 to the value of the 42 billion today? What they will not also say in the argument is that the 12 billion then was about 500-600 naira to the dollar or less than that. The value of the 40-something billion is divided by 1,500 or 600. So let's make this argument holistically. Yes, more money in naira terms have gone, but also it's a devalued and highly inflationed naira. Just for clarity's sake.
Well, the 2-day civil society government engagement that was held under the auspices of the Sir Ahmadu Bello Foundation came out with a communique. That is what is new in the conversation, because we took this same subject yesterday. And in the communique, by way of summary, the northern stakeholders concluded that President Bola Ahmed